Everybody, this is Larry. This is me doing a virtual contest of the weekly contest 252. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this contest. I don't think I'm working on anything specific this particular round, so just having fun and doing well. And this is gonna be virtual because I'm back in San Francisco right now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I didn't get to make the contest earlier, but better late than never. Hope there's an opportunity to learn and all that stuff. Yeah, am I ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Okay. Should have gotten the keyboard though. Oh well. That's a 3 positive 2. Okay, fine. I want to do linear or square root. It doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, so this is if it is exactly a square, right? Yeah, okay. Is that a thing? I'm doing it just a little bit slower. I feel like this is a riskier play though, because there may be some weirdness. But I went by 1. Oof, I'm almost submitted. I think 1 is wrong. So 1 and 2, well, 1 is the only square, so okay. If n is equal to 1, we can force. Oof. Almost submitted that one. Probably should have done the naive algorithm, to be honest. I want to submit, and I think this is right, but let's just do the naive one. I don't want to waste 5-minute penalty on something stupid, and this is not true. It doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, let's just do it the stupid way. Come on now. Why overthink this? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to be too clever. Okay, Q2. Say what? End projects? What do the milestones mean? 1 milestone, 1 point. Must work every week. Same project for every 2 consecutive weeks? Okay, well. Maximum weeks. Okay, this is a weird problem. Let's see. N is 10 to the 5th, milestone is 10 to the 9th, so we have to do something smarter. I feel like I've seen a variation of this problem. I don't quite remember what the solution is, so maybe it's like a weird greedy, I think, but with a heap or something like that every week. Huh. Yeah, this is I mean, you can obviously just do I think the answer is something funky like the biggest number times 2 or something like that. Or the second biggest number, maybe. Wait, how does this get? So this is 3, 5. This is. Okay, is that all the edge cases? So max is because you can always pair with other, and it's always optimal to pair the max. So that means that is n over 2. So it's max. And I'm trying to think about the odd number where it goes over by 1. So am I even right? I don't even know. This is such a weird greedy problem. So if there's exactly 9 for 5, I guess that's okay. If there's 11, 5, 10, I guess that's okay too. Is that right? Is that true? No, I think that should be 11 then, right? We have 551 or something like that. Yeah, if it's 551, it should be 11. So I think that my math is a little bit wrong. Or even if I have something like 555, what's the answer here, right? The answer is not, because my algorithm will give you 10, but 11 is at least the answer. It might not, or this actually is 15, but this is a weird problem. I don't know if I know how to do this one. There's a lot of numbers though. I mean, some sort of greedy. I'm trying to think what makes sense in terms of greedy. Well, if it's a lot of ones, or if it's a lot of twos, so if it's a lot of numbers, so it must have something to do with the max number, right? So if the max number is more than half, what happens? If something like this, then it's actually so if it's even, it's good. If it's distorted, then it's at most max over 1 or something like that. Max times 2 plus 1 is the no. If what am I thinking about? Like in this case, what happens if it dominates? If one number is bigger than half of them. Okay, so if the number is less than half, then you could do it for every number or the entire thing. If it's one number is more than half, then it's half is the uneven part minus the max. Is this right? I feel like I'm like just guessing here, to be honest. But let's do it. I'm maybe a little bit YOLO on this one. So if the biggest number, is bigger than half, right? So if this times 2 is greater than total, what if it's equal? If it's equal, it still be total. Okay, so if this is less than or equal to total, then we return total. Otherwise, then it is the total minus milestones minus 1. It's this thing times 2 plus 1 maybe? But I think I'm trying to justify the plus 1. Well, if it's more than half, then you always start with that one and then do the other one. Okay, let's give it a YOLO. I actually don't know if this is right at all, so let's at least make sure this is right. Okay. Okay, what a weird problem. Okay, let's go tier 3. Minimum, like enough apples. Apple in every... Okay. Minimum perimeter of a plot such... what a weird problem today. Weird set of problems. Need inside or outside of parameter. Okay. So this is 1. We need 1 apple. A square part of side length 1 does not contain any apple. Why not? Side length of 1. Let me read this again. Oh, because, okay, I see. Because it has the thing. So this is just binary search with some kind of math, I think. I mean, it's definitely binary search if you're minimizing it, but try to figure out the name of the function or the function. So, okay, so there's 8 for 2. Or I mean, let's just call it 1. I think they do the side length to fool you. 1, 2. This is where I need pen and paper, and I wish I had pen and paper with me. Some napkins, but I don't have a pen. how do I want to visualize it? Okay, so instead of visualizing it, let's brute force this a little bit. Minimum parameter of a plot. Okay, so it's parameter, and parameter is just 4 times the length. This is so much math, so weird. Okay, fine. Let's play around with that. Let's actually code that out, because I'm too lazy to figure out. Or maybe I have pen and paper. Okay, length is in range of 1 to say 10, just to print it out. Print goal length. What is it? So okay, for x in range of -1 or negative L to L plus 1, for y in range of negative L, L plus 1. Yeah, okay. I think my length is off by a power of 2, but that's okay. X. Oh. Oh, right. I guess I don't really need this, but it should return the same thing every time, and also just print out length, so I have something to print on. Okay, so am I right on this one? This is 12, which is, I don't think this is right, because this, oh wait, no, this is right. It tells you that this is 12. It's just that this is the parameter. Okay, so 12, 60, 168, 360. What is the pattern here? Do I know the pattern? Paladin, 1248, 108 is the delta. What is that? 1248, and this is what I write on a paper, but I don't have paper right now, so does that make sense as a pattern? Maybe not. I think one thing that I could do to cheat is OEIS, but maybe I'll, just because I'm practicing, this isn't even a live contest, I would just hold up a little bit more. 198, 192 is a magic number, and then 300. Okay, do I know anything about this delta progression as well? It feels familiar, but I don't. And also to double check and see I do math wrong, because that would be really sad. I've done that before. Well, of length 2, what does this mean? That means that it shows up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And then for distant 2, it would be, yeah, this is the distant 2. So actually, and this is distant 3. 4, 5. This is like the triangle numbers or something weird. Yeah, because once we figure this out, this pattern out, we can binary search on it is my answer, but how do you do it? This is where pen and paper would be very helpful. This is not just multiply, because it has the same xy as well, but now it's 2, 1, and 1, 2, and so forth. So it's a little bit more awkward than just straight up. This is a little bit unexpected. Let me... 300, 438, no, 428. Is that right? This minus that. Yeah, I guess that's right. No, wait. 432. I can't do math right now. Okay, 432. That's not a number I'm familiar with. Unless I'm just wrong. This is so mathematical. Okay. Is there a way I can abuse symmetry? Okay, I keep on saying 8, but it's 12. So 12 is for 1. This is so mathy. Like the algorithm part isn't that interesting. The mathy part is interesting, but not in a, maybe not in a good way. I think the other thing I can do is actually do something like this, just to see where it goes to. Maybe this is actually too slow. Sometimes, so what I'm doing here is just trying to see if it grows too fast. If it grows fast enough, and maybe this is something that I would have done on my computer instead of on Leetcode, but it's too lazy to set up. The thing is that if it grows fast enough, then I actually just can brute force for small numbers, and then But this one seems like 3 million. I think the answer is like less than 1,000 for, or maybe not, maybe more than 1,000. Maybe 10,000 is probably the answer for 10 to the 15, but we still need a slicker way to do the math because the way that I'm doing it is clearly not Gucci. 1260, 300. This pattern doesn't really make sense to me. Okay. Should I cheat? Okay. So yeah, if you see something like this on a contest, I would actually do OEIS. And honestly, to be honest, if I was doing this on a real contest, I would do OEIS. But now, because I am doing it as a practice virtual contest, I would have gotten it. Because in an OEIS, I probably would have solved this in like 5 minutes and then moved on to the next one. But that's okay. We're here to learn. It's a virtual contest, so I can take some luxury here. But I am reaching a point of confusion. Actually, no. So I said 10,000, but actually they tell you, oh wait, no, this isn't 10 to the 15. So I think my 10,000 is probably still right. That the max number is probably 10,000. If you can do this in all one time, you don't even need to do binary search, possibly, depending on your function. Is this formula right? I guess so. And this is 598. Is that right? 588? Both of them are weird numbers. Yeah. Okay. Is there another way to think about this? 2, is this right? 48. Why is this only 108? This grows in a way that is weird to me. So it has, let me think about this for a second. So going to 2, I'm trying to figure out a recurrence that makes sense. So for each number, so we times 2. Okay, so we at least times 2. And then for each number, we also, so times 2 just scaling it one way. But then we have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things to consider. And that doesn't even make sense for greater than 2. Huh. Really don't know how to do this one in a way that isn't cheating. What? You're 432. Huh. Oh, and this is the parameter. So actually, this is even 1,000 for 10,000. So my 10,000 is probably very pessimistic. So we can definitely pre-calculate it if we. So one thing that you can do, if I really, if I'm feeling it, 1,000 cube is only 1,000,000,000, right? So I could do this in a server, and then I would actually print out 1,000 numbers as a pre-calculation, and then just do a binary search on that one or something like that. So that's never an answer. So I already know how to do it in 2 different answer way, but I'm trying to do it the clean way of just Let's try to find a pattern. Pattern. Can I do just something dumb? No, I mean yes, no. I can probably just do something dumb with breadth first search maybe, but I'm not sure that that's any faster than this, to be honest. A weird cute way. Did I mess that up? No, 192 is right. This is so weird. I actually expect this to be at least ×2, but maybe I was wrong. Now that doesn't make sense, the ×2 part, because everything doesn't project. So then you have to get numbers that are GCD, and then it becomes like almost like a sieve, but I don't think that makes sense. Spent a lot of time on this problem. Let's look at where this grows. Okay, so this is what I thought it would be, but is there a pattern here in this? In every row, 60, 84, 108, 132, 156. Oh. I mean, this is your pattern, but this is such a weird pattern, isn't it? There's a delta of 24 on each row. Thought I saw it. Okay. I mean, this is codable now, so I have the answer, but to be honest, I don't know. This is, learnable. Okay. So, what does this mean? That means that the second derivative is 24. And what does that mean, right? or the third derivative. Yeah, because this is the second derivative and the third derivative is 24. Yeah, you can do this in linear thing, so we should do it in linear then. Yeah. So okay. So x is equal to 1. Total is equal to 0. Row is equal to 0, say. Now let's just say 12. And this is 12. Let's say 24. Yeah, so then while true, total is added to the number in the row. Row adds. I think I'm missing one derivative. This is such a weird way of writing it too. Not gonna lie. But sometimes, yeah, you just have to do how you do. Do how you do. Okay, I think I'm off here, but okay, so because 1 is 24. Total is less than needed apples. Something like this. Maybe I'm off by 1 or 2 or maybe a lot. Let's print it out and see. Okay, that's all. And let's just comment this for a second. Yeah, whatever, let's do this. Okay, that was useless. Also, we want this times parameters 4, and this is actually, this is times 2. Maybe? What? This shouldn't give me a 1 though, but oh no, 8 is right. Let's see. 5048. Okay, so I'm off by something. That's a little bit unfortunate actually, but that's okay. 2, 6. Is this the number that we had before? 24, 60, 144. I don't think so. Wait, am I printing the right thing? Yep. So 1 is 12, 2 is 48. So I'm actually off by a little bit in the starting thing. This is such a weird problem. Yikes. So 2 is 48. So the delta here is, maybe I need this delta first. Oh, wait, this is right. But I don't wanted to keep my paste in my paste bin, that's why. Okay. Ah, jeez. Okay, so this is right, even though I'm not gonna lie, I'm not proud of it. Is this right? I actually forget my sequence. I don't think this is right. This is off by a little bit still. So somehow it gets the right answer. I guess it's just close enough, but it's gonna get me wrong answer somewhere. Okay, so we have, what was the sequence that I get? So it's 12, 48, 108. So that's already wrong. So we want this to be 108. We want the delta of the delta to be plus 24. This is such a weird way of doing it. Larry, why are you weird? Weird. Yikes. Okay, let's step back a second and do it again. Now what am I doing here? So this is the, so I'm printing out, this is the total. This is the delta. And then the third delta is, the second derivative is the one that's that's this funky number, and it starts at, what's this, 36? Oh my, oh my, oh my. I mean, this is doable, it's just annoying at this point. So, okay, so 160, 160, so we have 48 as the derivative, and then you have second derivative, which starts at 36. So total we have 12. For the second row, we take the this is such, like, I might as well have cheated on this one, to be honest, because this is such a mess. Also, did I mess that up? Nope, I'm okay. So this minus 24, so this is 36. And actually we want this. Something like this. Let's see. This is still wrong. Am I closer though? Tell me why. This is not going too fast. This is such a silly way of doing it. But this is what happens when you're not good at math. And I'll be the first to admit I'm not good at these kind of mathy, geometry-y things. So, but you know, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do, and this is what I have to do. Let's actually copy and paste this a little bit, so I could at least, I don't have to keep on rerunning this when I do it. This auto bracket thing is keep on messing me up. Okay, so we want 2 to be 48. Now this has to be plus. Yeah. 60, 156, is that right? No, 60, 168. And our first derivative is 48. Right? Is that not right? Nope, this isn't right. The delta should be less. Now, this one is exhausting, especially the way that I'm doing it. Trying to build from this formula, which is terrible. It's probably an easier formula. I'm doing it a stupid way. All right, let's take a look. Instead of scrolling back and forth, I need more than one screen also, but that's besides the point. So here, the delta is, say, 48, but now this is 26, 36, sorry. 36, 48. Row is, so it should go from here to, so first row has 12. How am I doing this? I think I'm just doing this in a weird way. Spending so much time on this one. Okay. Second here. What is, we want the row to have, what is this? This 96, what does that mean? That means that that's the next row, not the current row. So maybe, so this should be 108 actually, not 48. So we started at 48, and then we want to add 60, right? This is 60, but instead we added 48. Okay. Oops. Is this closer? Let's see. This would work better if Leetcode was not so slow. Can I get anything right? There's probably a better solution to this. That's okay. To refresh. Manual formula time. From 60 to 216. This is not right. Wah, this is such a sad one. Okay. Okay, let's say row is, let's just, come on, now this started off right. Okay, let's say row is 60. We let, no, that's not right. Row is 48. So we add this, okay. And then now the next row is plus 60. Well, the 48, so delta is actually 60, say. I'm getting very confused, to be honest. Okay, maybe I just need to do this. What am I doing? What am I doing? Is this not right? Okay. I mean, this matches at least, I believe. Let's see. I just needed to step back and refresh my mind and everything, apparently. Let's see, 61, 68. Okay, so this is the formula, though I'm not proud of it, but hopefully, at least it shows you that grinding helps. And also 630 is, yeah, I get the right answer. Let's try the max case while we're here, since we already took a lot of time anyway. So what's it, 10 to 15? 6, 9, 12, 15. I had to, oh. Isn't it 10 to the 15? Maybe I have an extra 0. Oh, I forgot to remove the print statement. The price of brand 60. Okay, wow. I actually was wrong on that one. I thought it'd be less than 10,000. So this may actually take too long. So we might need to do a binary. Well, I can't do binary search the way that I did it, unless you have a better formula. Okay, let's just give it a YOLO. Am I good enough to YOLO? Let's give it a YOLO. I always spend too much time on this problem. Okay, this is clearly not the way that I would recommend it, but you know, an AC as an AC. Okay, let's see. Pound number of special subsequences. Okay. positive number of 0, positive number of 1, positive number of 2s, for example. Return the number that's special. Okay, what does that mean? This should be okay. This is actually easier than Q3 if you ask me, because this is just straightforward dynamic programming by positive number. Okay, so it has to be all positive. This is, yeah, okay. Okay, I mean, this is relatively straightforward, maybe. At least for me. I mean, okay, maybe that sounds like a brag. I just mean like I've seen similar problems before. Okay, mod. Yes, okay. I have to sing the mod song because otherwise I keep forgetting about it. Okay, mod. Okay, and then now, okay. Let's just write it out. I think it can be a little bit smaller, but I am not going to be that much smaller. Let's see. dp of 0 is equal to previous 0 plus 1 in this case. Is that all the cases? I don't know. Maybe not. Well, I know this is really exhaustive, but I'm just doing it slowly, trying to think. Yeah, I think this should be okay. Okay, maybe. Let's see. We will see. We will see. Okay. If it's 1, then plus. Is that right? I mean, I know that I could do some optimization. I'm just trying to see if it at least gives me some directional correctness. For example, this should at least make this one correct, which it does not. So it makes me sad. Sad. Special object grounds. I have 2. Why do I have 2? So this is 1, this is 1. At the end, this is going to be 1. Now the 2 is going to be the previous 2. So 1 plus. Oh, I see it. How do I think about this? So I didn't think about all the cases correctly. I just kind of went pattern thinking about what I've done, but this isn't quite right. So if this is a 2, you can add it to all the previous 2s. There's a multiplier there somewhere, maybe. No. Let me think about this. What does it mean to add a 2 to a previous sequence? So there's 1, there's 2. I think I'm mixing something up, that's why. So this is actually correct. But I think I need to add another 2 for not including it. Because, yeah, I think that's right. Okay, maybe. Is this right? If this is a 0, you could either use it or don't use it. If you don't use it, then it's the previous. If you do use it, then it is the okay. Maybe something like this. Is this right? 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 The thing with testing in this one is that I don't know, like what the right answer is, right? So testing the cases don't really. So I'm going to YOLO a little bit on this one because I don't think I have a good way of judging. Okay, well, the reason is that I don't think I would have benefit from additional testing because additional testing, like I don't know the right answer for this unless I want to spend like 10 minutes to write a brute force one to verify that this is correct. And if I do that, I mean, then I could verify this. But then, like at that point, if I'm going to spend 10 minutes, I almost like it's a weighted calculation of I should just like if I get it wrong, then I spend a 5-minute penalty. But I also got a test case in which I know the answer, right? To use it as a debug. Where if I spend 10 minutes to write, maybe not 10 minutes, but if I write code to verify this, like we write a brute force, this is not I guess it's not that bad. Maybe like a 3 or 4 minute time to write a brute force solution, even if you know what to do. And and you do that math and you think, well, if it takes me 4 minutes to verify and generate a solution and stuff like that, maybe a little bit longer because it takes time to create test cases, etc. Then I just rather get the wrong answer and then kind of speed it ahead. Let's see how I did on this one. 146. I guess that's not that bad. I spent way too long on Q3 apparently, obviously. People did it in 3 minutes. Maybe there's a easy. I mean, this is very mathematical, so I'm not surprised. But it's a little bit of a waste. I mean, it's not a real contest, so that's okay. And I guess also, to be honest, if this was a contest, I probably would have OGIS a long time ago. And in that sense, I would have gotten a short time, and I would have gotten Q4 in 6 minutes. So that would have been, I would have probably been okay. I spent actually a long time with Q2 as well. What was Q2? But in theory, the maximum week one, because I wasn't sure. That was a weird one too. Yes, I mean, if this was a real contest and I OGIS Q3, I probably could have done this in maybe 20, 25 minutes, something like that, and I would have had a good score on this one. But just doing it for the funsies. So I'm okay with kind of doing this from brute force. I actually don't know how to do Q3, so still don't know how to do Q3, but yeah, the Q4 was actually pretty straightforward, and it shows in a lot of the top scores. Have any additional comments? I mean, this is a virtual contest, so I don't feel bad about my ranking or anything. Like I said, I like with all due respect to all the top people, I think a good amount of people probably got their time on Q3 by OGISing because that's a very common thing. And when I say OGIS, I mean this thing. I guess I didn't explain it that well. Well, I just didn't explain it at all. It allows you to search for sequences, and we can probably search for this really quickly. So was it 1260? What did I have? 1260, 168. I mean, this may even be good enough. So yeah, Pascal's triangle. No, it's not that one. No, it's not this one. Maybe I needed one more number. I mean, well, it's this one, which has this formula. I knew. Actually, yeah. I was actually talking about a triangle E number, and it turns out to be a rectangular triangle number or something like that. Okay, so yeah, so now you have this sequence. So what you would have done in this case is that, you take this formula and then you binary search on it, right? And this is a way easy to binary search formula. So yeah, so if I was doing it in a contest, this is what I would do. And you can see that I literally, like, you saw me typing it in about 20 seconds, and implementing binary search is another minute, right? Or maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. But so yeah, so yeah, so if you want to factor that into the ranking, and I talked about this a lot while I was doing it, you would factor that into the ranking. Like, I've gotten it in 4 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, say slowly. So 17 plus 6 is like 23. So like let's say 25 minutes. So that would have done a good score there. Anyway, I'm going to end the virtual contest video now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Join me on Discord if you like doing contests with me, and just discuss it right afterwards. I'll see you later. Stay good, stay cool. To good mental health. I'll see you later. Bye bye.